Hello, it's Wednesday afternoon, and get this, the weather is actually cooperating for once. Tell you what, this monsoon-like weather we've had these past couple weeks, it's just not been our friend. It just keeps setting us back over and over, but I'm happy to say that today is a gorgeous, bright, sunshiny day, and the Bartley Corp was back here on site bright and early. They came with this big blue truck called the gravel cannon, and that gravel came right out of the back of the truck, and what it did is they filled up the base of the foundation in the basement as well as in the garage, and then they're going to go do the front porch later. They filled it up with gravel. The guys got down there with these metal rakes and smoothed it all out. Then they installed a vapor barrier to cover the whole entire thing to ensure that water doesn't come up into the slab. And then we're going to have that inspected tomorrow after they finish everything up later this afternoon. And they're pouring the slab on Friday. How awesome is that? By Friday, we are really, truly going to be ready to start framing. Good thing, because our other friends over at Builders First Source brought the steel beams over today. They are sitting over in the front of the lot. And here's some really great news. Dennis, the foreman on the framing crew, told us that, weather permitting, of course, they hope to be entirely framed in 2 little weeks. Woohoo! Rock on! We are going to have a framed house in just a couple weeks, and I'm so excited we are back on track. So we had a chance to do something else really fun this week. We went over to Jerry's Roofing and Siding. That is who we selected to do the exterior of the house. And we looked at a lot of samples, and we made our final selections on the roofing, siding, gutters, shutters, all that fun stuff. And we'd already had in our mind kind of what it was going to look like. And a big component of that is that we're going to do a standing seam metal roof over the front porch. And it was going to add this lovely pop of color. And it's a very popular building material right now. It looks great. It's really durable. But then we found out that doing a standing seam metal roof instead of your standard architectural shingles was going to add, get this, an additional $3,100 to the cost of the roofing. And yeah, anyone who knows me knows that that is just not something that's going to happen. I can think of a lot of great ways to spend $3,000 that don't include a metal roof. So we decided to go with an architectural shingle roof, and Jerry showed me this gorgeous one that made that decision really easy. Check this out. Now, the company's not paying me for this, so I just want to make that clarify that. It's by a company called Tamco, and look at this. Is that beautiful? It's a color called Thunderstorm Gray, and look at this picture of this home that has that as a roof. It's really multi-dimensional and has all these really rich tones of browns and grays in it. So to go along with that, we chose some siding colors that are really going to really all work together, pull everything together, and just make this gorgeous home that pops. Now, on the bottom half of the house, as well as the sides and the back, we are going with Certainteed, and no, Certainteed isn't paying me either. This is just what we're doing, and it's lovely. It's called Granite Gray. This is a 4-inch sample, but we're doing a 5-inch wide sample of wood grain, and that's going on the bottom, the back, and the sides. And then on the top of the house, we are going to pull in some more craftsman-like elements. On the gables over the garage and the front of the house, where there's a gable in the center over the cantilevered section, we're doing board and batten that looks like this, and we're doing a color called Natural Clay. So look at these two together. Gorgeous, right? Love it. And there's a big white band board, I think it's about 10 inches wide, that goes around the center of the house. And then, by the way, do I have like the greatest gig in the world? I just get to sit here and choose all these finishes for my house. I am the luckiest girl I know. Seriously, it's ridiculous. Then, okay, so anyway, check this out. We are also doing some cedar shake on the sides of the house as another accent to pull in some more craftsman elements. It looks like that, okay? Isn't that beautiful? Vinyl has really come a long way. It's pretty impressive. At first, when we decided we're going to vinyl, I was like, gross, I don't want vinyl siding. But first of all, we'd be totally over-improving if we did anything other than that. Everything in this area is vinyl. And hardy plank is what we were going to do, since that's what we always do in Atlanta, but it was so crazy expensive, it just totally wasn't worth it. So I used my mad Photoshop skills, and look at this. Ta-da! That's what the house is going to look like, sort of, kind of, when we're done. See the granite gray on the bottom, and we're going to have the stone around the base, and then the natural clay, the board and batten here, and the cedar shake there. And then another touch I'm really excited about is check out those shutters. There's this awesome new style of vinyl board and batten shutter that's not joined, they're spaced apart. And the reason I really like those is that you can see the pops of color from the siding come right through them rather than being all joined together. Plus, they remind me of big, gorgeous eyelashes, right? You gotta bring the beauty element in there somewhere. So, as you can tell, I'm pretty darn excited about what this house is going to look like. And I'm even more excited that these guys are here on site and the weather's cooperating so we can get this thing done and moving along. And I'm gonna eat Thanksgiving dinner in the house. For now, actually, I'm starving, so I need to go grab some lunch. But you have a really, really great day, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Bye for now.